Those deaths are on the rise. Just over 20 of them were recorded in central New York last week. The ship wheel was once used for the Thomas H, which sank in 1945. The College Republicans Club is supporting free speech by allowing students to sign their thoughts on this free speech ball. Tugboats are the workhorse of the shipping world, including this World War II veteran, the Nash. To release a mugshot or not, it's a question on the minds of many officers in central New York. A visit to the White House, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for SUNY Oswego student Tyler Toomey. This afternoon, Toomey was invited to meet President Donald Trump. This stems after an incident where Toomey's club, the College Republicans, were threatened after the post with the Build the Wall sign.
A lot of our students were really concerned. They were fearful to stand up for their beliefs and didn't want to actively be a part and publicly promote their views.
It was February's incident that led to Trump signing an executive order protecting free speech on campuses, which Toomey will be present for on Thursday afternoon.
This is a really important step to make sure that all students have their basic First Amendment rights. Being able to share your views, express your opinions, and do so freely without fear of being reprimanded for that is a great asset.
A future where respected free speech is what a student like Toomey hopes for. Reporting in Oswego, I'm Brandon Cortes. Heroin has hooked hundreds of thousands of people.
Almost being like inside your mother's womb again, like being home. It gave you that feeling, you know?
Alyssa Swerk started experimenting with prescription pills at 13. At 19, she says she was addicted to heroin. One day at a time, she recovered and said she felt like a new person.
So it's like almost like being born again. I like to say it's like a new world.
Overdose deaths are on the rise. Just over 20 were recorded in central New York last week. Experts we talked to are pushing for the government to prioritize addicts who desperately need help.
This has been going on a lot longer than 2 years. So if we would add up the total death toll, this is like World War II.
Medic Lon Fricano says these deaths are being overlooked.
These deaths are silent victims falling behind the curtain somewhere. That is a tragedy in and of itself. It perpetuates the problem instead of solving it.
I believe addiction does not discriminate. It could happen to anyone.
Swerk calls the recent deadly overdoses heartbreaking and says only by the grace of God did she survive her addiction.
And one thing I tell people is that there is help available. Just don't give up.
It was a difficult battle for Swerk. She says if she did it, others can too. Alyssa Swerk has been clean for 5 years. She recommends that people in need reach out to heat rehab centers for help.
So I was born with a medical condition called hydrocephalus.
Tomas Rodriguez, a student athlete with a challenging past.
I was diagnosed at 3 days old, and I've had a total of 6 brain surgeries.
Despite many surgeries and years of recovery, Rodriguez triumphed throughout high school.
So I held over 16 mid-rate records, like in 16 different events. Some of those I broke multiple times. And then I was also the national record holder for the 200 IM in that class.
Rodriguez built his reputation in Spain. He moved to the United States in 2017, and in 2 years, already has a couple accolades.
In the 100 fly, I touched the wall first and got my first U.S. national champion title.
Now he's a freshman at SUNY Oswego, competing against athletes without disabilities. His coach, Michael Holman, says Rodriguez is on a whole other level compared to his teammates.
He is far more put together and on top of managing his daily life and school and other activities and athletics.
So what may seem to be my disability out of the water becomes my ability when I dive up the block. 6 brain surgeries didn't change my life, swimming did.
From Spain to the United States, a golden athlete who's determined to break barriers. Reporting in Oswego, I'm Brandon Cortes.